So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Throw right side, Wilson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. There's Hall bringing in another one. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Hey, 88. Take 30.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown Jets. Alan Lazard from 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Hey, let's go.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say. did it.
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On 1st down, Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man here, it's Wilson. Touchdown! A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure, oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hurts. Able to shake him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Now let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On the return, it's Rodgers. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
They've got his man complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Paris Campbell, 47 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. He finds Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Jump out! Back north.
Lazard will go in motion right. Rodgers will try again on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
This one complete down the field to Goddard. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Great. Crowd left the enemy. Crowd left the enemy. Don't touch it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
Don't touch it.
They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
26.
Now Rodgers. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Williams, 82 yards. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Now, wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw is Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And again, it's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Rodgers now to throw. Open man here is Conklin. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Rodgers wants to change the look.
First down and goal to go.
Get 300. Get 300. The 50.
They'll run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal
26.
at the Eagles' 12-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Jump out. Back north.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are back within a score.
And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in and a catch for a touchdown.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
Again, it's Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 14. And an Eagle first down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield.
A big play there for Philly. 49 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing is working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, but at the same time.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Catch made right side by Wilson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.